We, of course, have been kicking around for about 14 years, thanks to FedNor. Sorry, I had to just get that little plug in there. We're very happy to have you here today. It's an exciting announcement, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you someone who doesn't need an introduction, of course, our Member of Parliament, Anthony Miller.
Thank you, Susan. It's great to be here, and thank all of you for coming out this morning on this minus 26. But that's the beauty of being in Northern Ontario, right? It just kind of makes things makes it a little more brisk, and certainly wakes you up when you get out into the car. I'd like to start by extending my thanks to Susan and the entire team here at Blue Sky for being our host today. Your hospitality is greatly appreciated, and that plug you gave to FedNor, keep it up. We need all the plugs we can get, or I need all the help I can get in Ottawa to promote FedNor, because I know all the great things it does. It seems only fitting that this event coincides with the official opening of these new offices, which are just gorgeous. Congratulations. Let's give our friends at Blue Sky Net a round of applause for hosting us today. Thank you. Mesdames et messieurs, une priorité clé pour notre gouvernement est de collaborer avec les Canadiens pour créer des conditions gagnantes qui aideront les gens, les collectivités et les entreprises à prospérer dans une économie mondiale fonctionnant à un rythme accéléré. Here in Northern Ontario, FedNor is one of the key tools we use to deliver the results on that front. As the Federal Economic Development Organization for Northern Ontario, FedNor supports strategic initiatives that help us build strong middle class, create jobs, and strengthen the economy. Here in Nipissing-Temiskaming, investments in innovation and clean tech, mining, tourism, agriculture, infrastructure, as well as business development and growth are moving our economy forward in a positive and meaningful way. Locally, organizations such as Innovations Initiatives Ontario North, some of you may know that as ION, which is what most of us refer to it as, Canador, Whipware, the Chamber of Commerce, have all recently benefited from FedNor support. In fact, today's announcement will further demonstrate how FedNor is helping to create the right conditions to achieve positive economic results for our region. As a Northerner, I understand that technology, innovation, and connectivity are critical to the social and economic well-being of our communities. Le gouvernement du Canada comprend cela et prend des mesures pour s'assurer que les collectivités et les entreprises disposent d'une infrastructure technologique et des services dont elles ont besoin pour prospérer dans une économie moderne. The Government of Canada understands that this and is taking action to ensure communities and businesses in the region have the technology infrastructure and services they need to succeed in a modern economy. That is why today I'm pleased to announce a FedNor investment of more than $1.2 million in Blue Sky Net. This strategic investment will help business adopt an e-business solutions while enhancing technology and innovation services throughout northeastern Ontario. Of the total, $885,000 will support Blue Sky Net ongoing operations for the next 3 years. The funding will enable this not-for-profit organization to enhance telecommunication development, provide information and communication technologies, technology training, education, and awareness for residents and businesses. It will also allow Blue Sky Net to promote the adoption of digital e-business applications throughout the service area. The remaining $400,000 will enable Blue Sky Net to continue to deliver its broadband for e-business and marketing initiatives, more commonly known as BEAM, to help small and medium-sized businesses develop digital skills and incorporate innovative technologies into their operations. You know, often what happens is small businesses get going and they can't really expand beyond a certain point because nobody knows about them. By being on the web and being accessible to everyone basically around the world, it opens a whole new universe to our small businesses and allows them to grow and create those jobs we need in northeastern Ontario. With the goal of enhancing productivity, competitiveness, and business management, Beam provides eligible businesses with up to $5,000 to implement e-business solutions. Since its inception in 2011, Blue Sky Net's Beam program has supported 287 businesses in their efforts to develop online e-business solutions. The program also helped businesses leverage $580,000 in private sector investments while creating more than 110 full-time jobs in the region. Small and medium-sized businesses are the heart and soul of the Canadian economy. They create good quality jobs, bring in tax revenue for our schools, roads, and hospitals, and generate opportunities for other entrepreneurs to make their start. And one thing that we often see is small businesses get going, and we see the success there. But what ends up happening is that success creates other companies to grow as well, because they're supplying services to that small business, and the chain keeps going. And we don't always see the side effects, or the, I guess you could call them unintended consequences, but they're positive consequences that actually grow the whole economy. C'est précisément la raison pour laquelle le gouvernement fait des investissements comme celui-ci en faveur de cet important secteur de l'économie. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure to make this announcement on behalf of the Government of Canada and FedNor, and I look forward to witnessing firsthand the positive results that these investments will deliver to the people and the businesses of Nipissing-Temiskaming and all of northeastern Ontario. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Miigwech.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We have been doing this, as I said, for going on 14 years now, and really in the last about 8 years, we've focused on technology development. All of the sectors in our region of industry told us that without the ability to connect, without the ability to get their message out to the rest of the world, they were always at a disadvantage. And so that really is our priority in terms of developing broadband. And right now that's a really hot topic in terms of, you know, listening to what the CRTC and the federal government is saying about their desire to increase the opportunity for people to receive funding. So we look forward to more funding announcements in the region when it comes to developing broadband. I couldn't do what I do here without really capable staff, and I would just like to point out Jerry in the corner, Jeff, who's our project manager in the back, and we're really happy today to have Adam Warren with us, who is out there somewhere. Adam was a graduated student that came to us to work on the Mr. DAP program. You may have seen some of the information. And now we're happy to say he works with a member of Parliament. So we're very happy to have Adam back here today. Of course, our staff is grateful to the work that our board does in terms of the support they give us. And their support has been so important to us. And to that end, I'd like to introduce Dennis Higgs, who is our chair of our board.
Thank you, Susan. What an exciting day today for the staff and Blue Sky Group. Congratulations on your new office space. It's really impressive, and I'm happy to see this team in this space. You're very deserving of the facility that you have today. So I'm grateful to acknowledge the ongoing support of FedNor, and to acknowledge my personal thank you to Anthony for being here today and bringing this great news for Blue Sky and the region. The operational funding provided by FedNor will go a long way to contribute to bringing technology upgrades and new development to underserved communities in our area. The funding for our BEAM program will ensure we are able to deliver technology help to a great number of businesses in our region, and we're grateful for the partnership between FedNor and Blue Sky. I want to note also, we're really appreciative of the stable funding. Announcement of 3 years funding for our staff is really comforting, and I was happy to hear that it was for 3 years.
So are we.
We're really grateful for that. So, the work of the team at Blue Sky is an ongoing task. We have a really professional group and really proud of the efforts and quality of the work that they put into this program every day. Susan, Jeff, and Jerry and the folks bring exceptional interest in helping their community to any project that they've undertaken. So they've taken on a vast variety of projects, and they've delivered exceptionally well on every one. I'd like to thank the members of our board as well. It's a volunteer board. They're always here for Blue Sky. They're a very supportive group and professional group. So thanks for all the volunteer work you do and the professionalism you bring to Blue Sky. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. The work that we've done over the years has really, could never have happened without support from both the federal, provincial, and our municipal governments. Since we first started developing economic development initiatives and specifically working towards technology, we've leveraged in excess of $35 million in projects in this area, and we're really grateful for that support. Without it, we couldn't do what we've done in bringing technology to our rural areas. With our BEAM program, and because of a program back in the day that actually brought internet up to the Martin River area, we were very happy to be able to support the tourism industry, which is so key to needing the web for the work they do. And to that end, we have one of our past BEAM recipients today with us, and actually we have two of them. And at this time I'd like to introduce Donna Sapiano and her husband Ray is with her as well, the owners of Martin River Lodge.
Ray's going to let me speak and correct me when I'm wrong. I'm really jazzed about what we're doing. We have a 12-acre, 9-cabin dining room, lodge. Now, this thing was built in 1925. There's some historic significance to the buildings. We did this as something that was a life-changing experience, which it has been. And we experienced the same thing. We hit the ground running, everything was great, we were doing really well. The next year it got slower, the phones weren't ringing, it got slower again, you start to panic. What's wrong? It dawned on me that, and I'm a bit of a techie, I do web design myself, I started analyzing the Google Analytics and I realized that our website, that was beautiful, had flash animation, lovely, was completely useless when it came to indexing it on Google, because the whole top third, the most important part where all the tabs are, was a big gray box on Apple products. And I noticed that cell phones, iPads, Apple products were seeing only the bottom part of our site, and that was 30% of the people looking at us. Well, that's why I had 30% less when it came to the phone ringing. So we freaked out, and that's not a time when you have a lot of money, when you're not doing as well. And the BEAM project, thank goodness, we went, got the site redone, mobile friendly, beautiful site. My husband writes a lot, so he did a lot of the content. I did a lot of the artistic side of it. And the next thing you know, we're going up, going up, going up. Last year, we had the best year in the history of the camp. We're gonna break that, we're gonna break another record this year. Today, I am 40% ahead of where I was last year in bookings. It's insane. And that's the internet. So I'm thankful, and I can't tell people, I can't impress upon them more that you can be a little place and you can be an international destination. We have people that come from all over the United States, but more so we have Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, Bavaria, I had to look that up, New Zealand, Cancun, Mexico, these are where our guests are coming from. Guam, that's another one I had to look up. But we're now in, I had a family from Russia call and wanted to book with us because he was going to Toronto on a trip. And I didn't believe him. I actually made him Skype me, and I made him hold up his visa so I could see that he was real. So all I'm saying is, you can be a tiny little place in northern Ontario, and you can be an international destination. It's the internet. It gives the whole world an opportunity to see you, see what you have, and come stay with you. Drop the mic.
I think I would just echo a lot of what Donna said, and that it's absolutely critical today that with 30 and 40% of internet users coming to your website via some form of mobile device, be it a tablet, phone, what have you, it's absolutely critical that you are playing in that field because, as Donna says, it used to be, I used to work in the advertising business, and at the time people used to say some of the best advertising is word of mouth. Well, with the internet today and social media, it's no longer word of mouth, it's world of mouth. And it's really critical that you're playing that game. And so we're very grateful to the BEAM program. They were very patient with us in the time that it took. We were very fortunate to partner with a leading North Bay company who understood our vision of where we needed to go with our web presence, and really executed the job very professionally and also seamlessly, which was critical to us. So again, we're very indebted to the BEAM program. Thrilled that you're getting the extra funding that you need to continue the program, because there's a whole bunch of other businesses, not just tourism, but all businesses who can benefit from this and really ought to step up and take advantage of this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's good to hear such good news from one of the sectors that we've been able to help, but all of our BEAM recipients come from a really vast array of different sectors. We have mining, agriculture, forestry, retail, really just any of the economic drivers in our area have benefited from this program. The other benefit too has been from the fact that our technology vendors, any of the providers to this program, have to be from Northern Ontario. And so again, that's another sector that we've been able to really support. So thank you again for everything. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate the media attending an event and getting the word out. We need some good news. I think you would all agree. It's time to be positive about things in our communities, not just in North Bay, but all across the North. We're a great place to live. We're a great place to do business. Let's get that word out. Let's stop nattering and chattering and really do the things that are needed to make it work. Thank you so much, and I think we're going to gather for a photo.
Sure.
Lovely. Thank you again.
Good. Thank you.